So we're delighted to have a chat with Hendon's new signing, Dwade James, and of course, Hendon manager, Lee Allinson. Lee, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. And Dwade, how are you doing? Welcome to Hendon.
Thank you for having me. I'm very well, thank you. Just finished work not too long ago, so a bit tired, but it's what it is.
Excellent. So, Lee, what was it about a striker who scored 81 goals in the last 2 seasons that made you want to sign him?
I think that's the what you see there is what you get. Is a goal scorer. For me, I felt that with Brooksy, Joe, Sean Lucian, we still needed goals in the side. You know, I'll get 15 out of Brooksy, 25 out of Joe. Sean will chip in with 10. I need another 20, 25 goal a season, man. And I've done a lot of research in the off season, as you would know, because we finished so early. And we actually played Walthamstow in a friendly, and I had a great with the Canvey Island, and he said, after this lad plays tonight, he said, watch him, he's a serious handful. And I was gutted they left him out on purpose, so I didn't come and sign him. So it was, but I've come across Dwade now 3 or 4 times. I've watched him a couple of times, and I feel that we've got ourselves a serious centre forward in our hands, someone who's got immense belief in his ability to score goals, which I think you need as a centre forward, you know, because you go through spells where you don't score goals, but he's always got that belief he's going to get on the end of one. I think his record speaks for itself. I don't care what level you play at, to score them goals, you must have an eye for a goal and be a natural goal scorer, which he is. I think he was on 40 this season with 15 games to play. So it tells you where he is as a centre forward. We worked tirelessly in the summer. He'll tell you, we spoke numerous times. We had some great conversations. You know what? It wasn't about money. It was about a relationship. And Dwade will tell you the same thing. You know, it was all about, you know, he turned down, I think he'll tell you himself, he turned down 4 clubs from the league above. He turned down sort of 10 from the league below and 5 or 6 from our league. So for us to get him, I think it's a huge coup. And I think a lot of centre halves are in for a big surprise this year. I really believe that.
So Dwade, I'm going to, well, probably not big you up quite as much as Lee does, but I know you've seen a couple of the Beat the Managers that we do with the players. And every week when we record one of those, excuse me, Lee and I stay on the line after we've recorded and we have a chat about football and stuff. And every single week for the last umpteen weeks, he's been telling me about this striker of Walthamstow who's been desperate to sign.
We didn't get him. We didn't get him. We got Dwade instead. But
There we go.
But it's true, isn't it, Lee? Because every week you were saying, there's another club that's come in. I think he might go here, he might go there. We've been talking to him. I'm really hopeful. We can't, you know, and we're still talking, you know, and next week goes by, we're still talking. And then, of course, you got the signature. Dwade, what made you sign for Hendon and to join Lee in the end? What sprung it for you?
Like I said, me and Lee's been speaking for the last about 5 weeks for quite a while. And I had clubs there that wanted me. And obviously Hendon, as soon as Lee said his pitch about Hendon, about the club, about the history, about the players he's got, I was very interested, and he knows that. But because I saw my other clubs there before, I thought, Then I started excusing sometimes. I said, the league might be too far for me, this, that. But then I spoke to Lee again, and we spoke a number of times in the 4 or 5 weeks, and I thought to myself, you know what? This feels, my gut's telling me to come to Hendon. It feels so right here. The manager believes in me so much. And that's the one thing that strikes me the most, is the belief he has in me, the fact he's always on my line, always text him. You know, we built a good relationship in the last 4 or 5 weeks. And it made me think, this is the right place for me. Spoke to my dad, and we both agreed straight away that I believe Hendon is the right place for me. So I'm happy to be here.
So this is a step up for you, but your goal scoring record is incredible. What, 81 goals is in the last 2 years?
Yeah.
How do you score so many?
Like I said, I believe I'm going to score. You know, I have bad games. I might have games where my touch might not be the best. I have games where my finishing might not be the best, but I will always believe, whether it's in the 89th minute, the 92nd minute, that I'm going to score. I tell defenders sometimes, I'm going to score today, you know, even if I have a bad game. And that confidence brings me to score goals, you know what I mean? You need a little bit of confidence about yourself, and that's what I've got.
We've seen the highlight reel from some of the goals that you scored with Walthamstow last season, and you got a great shot, you got a touch, and you can head a ball as well. You can almost kind of do everything. How do you see your partnership with Joe White? Have you met Joe? Have you seen him play?
I haven't met him yet. I should be meeting him at training, but I've watched clips of Hendon. I've seen his goal scoring ability as well. I've seen his stats. He's got like more goals in games during at Hendon. So it's gonna be great to play with him. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait to build a relationship with him. You know, it might be the new Dwight York and Andy Cole. You never know. I can't wait to see how he plays and how we're gonna play together. So looking forward to it.
Excellent. And Lee, what, other than Dwade's remarkable goal scoring abilities, what is it about his overall play? Is it certain things that he does that you think, yeah, that's really going to complement the team?
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll see when you see him, the size of the lad, that he carries himself very well. He's physically very strong. You know, I only spoke to the Canvey Island manager again 2 days ago, and you know, he said to me that he played Canvey in pre-season. He said he absolutely terrorised the two centre-halves. Now, I know one of the centre-halves is a very, very good physical centre-half. So for Dwade to do that, you know you've got a player in your hand. I look at, you know, you see some of the goals he scored. I think the one that come into him at Bishop Stortford against Enfield, where he's touched and finished. So you know his touch is there. He's big and strong. He can get him behind. And we've got to think about, you know, Joe White, Liam Brooks, Dwade, Sean Lucian, Chase Grant. You know, we've got a forward line there that I think could be a match for anyone in the league. I firmly believe that. And you need different, you know, it only takes Dwade to get injured. You've got Joe White, Liam Brooks. Obviously, we've got to make sure we get Liam Brooks over the line here. But, you know, Brooksy gets injured, you've got Joe White, Dwade. Joe gets injured, you've got Dwade, Liam Brooks. So we've got cover. Sean Lucian gets injured, one of them can drift out wide. So we've got so many good options now. And that's exactly what we needed at the football club, because, you know, it's going to be a long, hard season. Whenever it is, it's coming, and it's coming quick, and it's going to be up and at you very, very quickly. Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Tuesday, Thursday. And, you know, we've got to be ready to hit the ground running. We train tomorrow. I can't wait to get the boys in. I'm really looking forward to working with Dwade, Joe and Brooksy, Sean Lucian. Again, I keep mentioning them because I'm excited by them. You know, I think it's going to be good. But for me, he's a full package. I think Joe's a full package. I think Brooksy's like that as well. So the three of them, I just think they're going to accommodate each other so well. You know, Joe can drop in the 10. Brooksy's very good in the 10. Dwade can stay high. So we've got 2 or 3 options. We can turn teams now with Dwade and Joe's pace. We can play it into their feet. So we've got some great options. And listen, they know as well that they're playing for each other's shirt. If they're not playing well enough, you know, they're sitting with me. And that's what we need. We need competition. But I firmly believe in the 3, 4, 5 forwards we've got now will be a match for anyone. I think Dwade, for me, was the number 1 target. I said that to you, like we said, from day one, because he knows where the back of the net is. I remember a lad called Ralston Gabriel that I watched a few years back, and Dwade reminds me of him very much. He just had a belief. Even when he was poor, he just had a belief he was always going to score goals. Dwade's very similar to that, and we need goals in the side. If we get goals, I feel we've got a very good back four that we can have a really good chance of really kicking on this year and surprising a few sides.
Brilliant. So we're ever more confident, given what's going on around us, that football will be starting sooner rather than later. But before we get to the football, Dwayne, we've been asking all the players on Beat the Manager about their kind of home life and work life. What do you do for a job, Dwayne?
I am a youth behavioural mentor. So I work with children between the age of 11 to 18, and they get referred to us sometimes by schools. And we just work on their behaviour, because sometimes they might get kicked out of school or they're going on the wrong path. So we work on their behaviour and getting them back on the right path. So that's what I mainly do in my full time. And I do maths tutoring as well, part-time, when I have the time really. And that's the same age group, between age 11 to 18. So not too bad. And
you were playing for Walthamstow, and I think you lived there as well, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Local boy, like 5 minutes from the ground. So yeah,
fantastic. So listen, with your mentoring and your maths coaching, can you do singing coaching at all? Because or dancing coaching? Because throughout the Beat the Manager, we've had some absolutely shocking performances. One, I think I've still got it, Lee. I think we can.
You probably have, mate. I do perform every now and then.
So listen, Dwayne, we're really looking forward to seeing you play. We're delighted that you've joined us. I think, as Lee said, listen, I'm just a supporter. I'm sure I echo what the other fans are saying. Our forward line this year looks absolutely fantastic. We just need to get on a pitch and start playing. So we wish you the best of luck. Look forward to seeing you
much.
soon. Lee, well done on signing this, man. Because I know how much it really meant to you. Probably more than quite a lot of other people who obviously weren't listening to our off-the-air chat. So well done to you. Dwade, we'll see you in a few weeks.
Thank you very much. Thank you. You take care.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you very much. You take care.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.